What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Here in the Black manosphere community, and now that we're into things like celebrity and, just sports and stuff like that, this is really the first time that Black men have been able to tell their story from an entertainment perspective, because entertainment is largely catered towards women, and especially in the Black community, Black women. So in the case when things happen, Black men are ultimately always the villain. I would say recently, for the exception of maybe Will Smith, but typically always the villain. And this happened with Neyo. Now, Neyo had a fiance by the name of Monyetta Shaw, and they had 2 children together, okay? And she got her tubes tied at Neyo's request, okay? Now, after that, he dumped her a few months later. But that is not all. He married a Latina woman, a new woman that he's dating now, and had 3 children with her, okay? Now, Monyetta is dating this white man by the name of Heath Shaw. He looks white. I don't know if he's necessarily white, but he definitely looks like he could be white. He's an Atlanta businessman, and now she's married and in a healthy new relationship. And so people are really, really upset with him because she can't have any children anymore, and she did it for him, and then he left her for somebody else. And that's all that we hear. But the questions that I want to know from the African-American male perspective, what was the reason that he left her? Because nobody just does anything for no reason. Because, I'm not going to be with you, so how about you go and get your tubes tied just so I can dump you months later? It doesn't make any sense. It sounds very one-sided. It sounds very unfair. Okay? Obviously, they were trying to build towards a lifestyle with one another, and it was something that he felt that she was not doing, or she was doing too much of, which is why she got dumped. It wasn't because he dumped her for no reason. This is what you always hear about what happens in Black relationships, but many Black men know this is wrong. This is false. When a Black man dumps you and leaves you for another woman, it's not because he just got up and leave, or he got up and left. I keep talking to guys like this. We got to tell our story. These women, many times, that are in these relationships, these guys are telling you the things that they need from you as a woman. You don't want to comply. Okay? Now, the difference between Neyo and other guys is that most guys might not have the financial ability to get up and leave. Or most guys don't have the situations to get up and leave, or the means. But if many guys, I can tell you right now in Black America, if many guys made an extra $60,000 a year, they would be gone. A lot of ladies that have relationships or are married to a man right now, let him get an opportunity. He can make another 70 grand a year. He's gone. Most guys are there in problematic relationships based off of finance or if their kids. But if their kids are grown and they're out, they're putting up with it out of necessity. But somebody like Neyo don't have to do that. So he moves on. And then this woman makes him feel another way. You know what? I didn't want no more kids with you, Monyetta. But this new lady that makes me feel a certain way, I want kids again. Maybe he felt she wasn't a good enough mom. I'm not saying that's the truth, but it can be certain things. I don't want to have no more kids with you. I see that it's a mistake. Let me not do it. That was the beginning of the end already. So now here we go with the guy who marries her, and he's with her, and people are saying, well, hey, look at this, she leveled up and got a white guy and all this stuff. Okay, from our perspective, as black men. If a man wants to marry a woman that already has kids and that's in her late 30s, I believe that she's 40. I mean, like, a lot of guys are not stressing over that. That's great. I think it's wonderful. Let her do it. Okay? Let her do it. You want to go, hey, one of you guys want to come and deal with somebody's ex-girlfriend or ex-wife that has children, go ahead and do it. It's perfectly fine. Let me tell you, though, it is quite possible that the reasons why the last guy left her, you're going to inherit some of those same problems. You just don't know it yet. See, that's the thing that these guys don't know. And many times when women get with new guys, and I'm not saying this is always the case, because yes, you have some guys out there who are terrible mates. We know that as black men. We're not going to sit here and act like we don't know that. But the case could be the problems that you have. If you take any three people and you can ask three ex-girlfriends about one guy, they're all going to have the same negative things to say about him, which means that his behavior is going to be the same. Similar to women. She's not going to change who she is because of him. He may enhance some things, but the bad parts of him are going to still be there. Same thing with Neyo. He might feel a little bit different about long terms, but who he is still possibly going to be the same. Okay? And what frustrates one man typically will frustrate another guy. So typically what happens is the problem just gets transferred to the next person. And if anybody wants to inherit that problem, please be my guest. I think that black men gotta look at it like this. Okay? If there's a reason why you told a woman you don't want to be with her, or you left her for somebody else, there's a reason for it. Especially a lot of black men that come up in communities where the dad wasn't there. So you want to stay there for your kids and be there for your kids because your daddy wasn't there for you for whatever reason. Then it just dump somebody because you feel like, no. Nobody invests that much time to give it away like that. And a lot of black men understand what I'm talking about. Okay? And a lot of ladies want to make this a success story. Oh, well, this other guy came and took care of her. You know, kind of the stepdad thinking season stuff. Listen, you guys want to deal with that, it's on you. You want to go marry somebody that already has kids and stuff like that, I'm not against it, whatever. You do what you need to do. But what I will tell you is, it's very possible that behavioral patterns that got that person dumped, you haven't witnessed them yet. People don't really turn on who they are a lot of times until a few years. You see the good parts of them, but you don't see that bad part. So then when you don't see the bad part, it's like, oh, well, what bad parts? Get the ring, and then all of a sudden, there are those bad parts. Then you want to get mad. Why are you going to get mad? Obviously, the guy left her. Well, you should do more research. Well, he left you for no reason? Yeah, that's a lie. Why did they really leave you? They ain't going to ever tell you. You're going to find out yourself. Then when you find out, you'll be emailing me for some help, and I ain't going to help you. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.